What a game we have to start today's episode, my friends, as we travel to the San Siro to take on Inter in match day 4 of our Champions League group stage. We sit second at the moment after losing 2-0 to Inter Milan in the previous game. So let's see if we can go to their place and beat them. Welcome back, everyone, to our My Player Career Mode. Appreciate all the love and support, as always. I hope that you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. And let's take a look and see what else we have in the way of matches. So, Inter will be our first game. We'll then take on Sturm Graz in the league before Linz. And then we have Club Brugge in the Champions League as well. And if we've got time, we'll try and get WSG Tyrrell into today's episode too. 1,000 likes is the like target for today's episode. You always smash the support, so thank you all so much. If you are new around here, like what you see, and want to see more videos on the channel, then feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of this year, and you can help me with that goal. So, with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy, my friends, as we go to the San Siro. Into corner, Rodrigo de Paul to take, delivers. There's the header, and Bissek's effort is denied. Mantil flies across his goal and tips around his post, but it is another Inter Milan corner. And after 13 minutes, they are beginning to put the pressure on Salzburg. Serge Gnabry cuts inside far too easily, though, if you ask me. Kabako will get his head to the ball, helped further forward by Azmoun. Bebu's done well there, as we control with our head. Now have to find a way to pass out of our defence, which we've done. Koza, you know what, I'm going to make the move down the line here. Let's see if he can find me. Koza cuts back, now finds Boucher. Boucher finds myself. Still loads of work to do, though. Inter crowd the ball so quickly as Bayern have an early goal elsewhere. I will keep my eyes on that game as well, because remember, Bayern were on 0 points in our group. Club Brugge beat them last time. Well, they're 1-0 up in that game through Kingsley Coman. So they are going on to 3 points as it stands. Colin Muani, Camavinga. Colin Muani again. Skips inside. What a ball. Now Rodrigo de Paul should have done better. It's a let-off for Salzburg. It's brilliant by Randal Colin Muani as he picks out Rodrigo de Paul, and he really should have picked out the goal. Instead, shot straight at Salzburg's goalkeeper, and Mantil makes the save. One of the more easier ones he'll have tonight, you'd say. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Salzburg haven't yet really tested Inter Milan's goal. As another shot goes flying through, Mantil again is there. He's going to give a penalty for that, isn't he? He's going to give a penalty. I knew it. I press B, ready to block the shot, and then he shoots, and then momentum carries him and leaves his leg there, and it's being given as a penalty. Again, it's a harsh penalty. We saw us do one of these for Wrexham, but the refs pointed to the spot and Inter have a chance before the break to take the lead. I didn't mean to take the player out. I didn't even really go to actually tackle him. All I was doing was blocking the shot, and he left his leg there. Anyway, Inter have the lead. It's from the spot. Lautaro Martinez makes no mistake, and that ends what has been, I was going to say, an alright first half for Salzburg, because other than Bissek's header, they hadn't really looked like scoring Inter. They'd had a couple of shots straight at Mantil. Admittedly, we hadn't had a shot yet, but I'd have taken 0-0 at the break, and then one silly moment before half-time where I go to block the shot and take the player out, and it's a penalty. So this is the moment. Rodrigo de Paul shoots. Before I even get to him, he's already off the ground, look. And then the ball's all the way over there. That's where I then make contact. And then it's given as a penalty. I'm not saying that I didn't make contact with him, but is it a penalty? It's harsh in my opinion, but I'm going to say that, aren't I? Because I'm the one who's giving it away. So let me know your thoughts. But big second half then from me, needed to try and redeem myself. DeMarco. Rodrigo de Paul got there just about. And now Colin Muani picks out Martinez. 2-0 Inter. I mean, I said it last episode, there's a golfing clash between the two. And I did title the previous video as the best team we have faced so far. But that's really how simple it is for the home side. And San Siro has seen a second from Lautaro Martinez. And it is a mountain to climb for Salzburg now. Randal Colin Muani at the heart of it. Martinez runs off him. And one touch, second one to finish. Gnabry, Barella, now Martinez on a hat-trick, remember as well, Lautaro Martinez. I'm trying to get round the outside of him to put the challenge in, and he used his body so well, but then the finish is exquisite. He's got the match ball, and this one is the best of the three. Honestly, I'm trying to get round him here, and he just sort of uses his body, holds me off. But someone needs to close him down from the other side as well. Otherwise, that's the quality he's got. Our manager is not happy, understandably so. What was I talking about? About the fact that we wanted to try and come here tonight and beat Inter for the defeat they handed us at our place. Well, it's actually a heftier defeat here in Italy. And if anything, probably a worse performance. And that, my friends, is the end of our game here tonight, as it's an Inter Milan corner. Sardar Azmoun, defensive header. Only as far, though, as Camavinga. And Serge Gnabry now finds Bissek. Bissek, Martinez. Martinez, he had the little ball through there, you know, to Barella, but he wanted a fourth. Mantel saves it. Seconds left then, and that is full time. One-way traffic here tonight. And that was in favour of the home side, whose fans love what they saw. Salzburg, commiserations to them, but we were just beaten by a better side and outclassed more than anything. So, yeah, I actually wouldn't mind dropping down into the Europa League, you know. Maybe we've got a chance of winning that, but we'll see what has happened between Bayern and Club Brugge. Bayern have just beaten Club Brugge by 2-0, which means, at the moment, Inter have qualified out of the group. So it's Salzburg, Bayern and Club Brugge who are fighting it out for that second spot, and then the third spot, who will drop into the Europa League. Now back into the Austrian Bundesliga as we go to take on Sturm Graz. And after that Inter Milan game, it does mean that Club Brugge match we have coming up is even more important now, as that's a very late challenge, ref. Surely, I mean, Alex Cardero there could have so easily have seen a red card. Luckily for him, it's just a yellow. He is so incredibly late. I mean, it's a free kick in a pretty good position here. But even so, he's so late there. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. We're going to shoot from this just because why not? And actually, oh! Why not indeed? Because we nearly found the bottom corner. Hume. Now Sardar Azmoun. Azmoun to Capaldo. Capaldo to Bebu. Bebu to myself. As we take it on that left side. And there's the opening goal. As easy as that, side foot the ball into the near post, celebrate with a little cup of tea, and Salzburg lead by 1-0. We saw just before this our free kick go close, not to be denied this time though. Here is Koza, now forward to Bebu. Bebu has got Azmoun to his right, but Bebu may just go alone. Bebu! Ray makes the save. It is a corner, Salzburg. We are looking to add our second here. Whipped in. There's the ball. Fiore's volley. Ray tips around his post again. Bit of defending for us to do here. The Sturm Graz have themselves a corner, which is put in. And Texeria Jr. at the near post gets the header goal bound. Mantle was equal to it, but this is good pressure from Sturm Graz, who are now beginning to grow into this game quite well. Azmoun plays it my way. Bebu ahead of me as we take the touch. There's Bebu. And this could be the second for Salzburg. Bebu all the way, surely to finish, and he will. It's the break from the corner. Sturm Graz were going into the half nicely. Had a few corners, but it was a Salzburg break that was swift and precise. And Bebu makes it 2. Texeria Jr., right-hand side. Sturm Graz still looking to try and come forward, even after seeing the counter-attack, which led them to concede their second goal. Stankovic. Cardero, who some may say is lucky to still be on this pitch following his challenge early doors. That's a nice ball through as Birving's efforts. Mantel saves. And if they get a goal back before the first half ends, you never know what could happen in the second half. As that corner goes in, away by Bebu, and that should be the end of this first half, ref. And Piatkowski's ball forwards, and we will get away, but the referee blows her whistle, bringing this half to a close. Salzburg in front. I mean, again, I'm straight through the back of me. At this point, that's 2 they've had now, ref. Surely one of them has got to be a red card. And this one, I think, well, no, still yellow. Stankovic, the second player. I mean, look at my face there as I stood up. That's the second time this game. Azmoun, lovely flick on, and he won it there brilliantly, which sets us up now then to find Bebu. Bebu, lovely touch out of his feet. What can he do from this position though? We are in the box. Bebu pulls it back. Right foot. Can't miss. Don't miss. 3-0 Salzburg. Game, set, match. No chance. Sturm Graz bring it back from here. And we picked a very interesting place to go and celebrate. The Salzburg fans are on the right-hand side of the fan area there, but we jump in front of the Sturm Graz fans instead. And you know what? There's been a couple of fouls on me today that I haven't taken too kindly to, so maybe that's just a message to them, just to say, have that. Final 20 seconds here of this one. If you're wondering why I'm so deep in defence, it's because they were attacking down the right-hand side, and yeah, I was chasing them back. Made sure we didn't concede, as that is the end of this one. 3-0 scoreline, Salzburg deserving of their victory. And you know what as well, I will give us credit, because Sturm Graz had a lot of set pieces in that game, but we defended them very well. We do have some international friendlies with England, but I've decided I'm not playing these, so I'll sim them, show you the result, and then get back into action with Salzburg. So, Portugal up first, and we will advance this to see a 1-1 draw before we take on Hungary, which now is a 2-0 victory. Archer and Bellingham with the goals. BW Linz is the next game for us, and you'd expect that this will be a Salzburg victory. Piatkowski out wide here for Koza. Koza then on the left-hand side, inside to Capaldo. Capaldo has got myself as I just peel off the defender. Seether on a Bebu. That's the ball through, and Bebu surely will finish it. As easy as that. Myself to Bebu. The combination works wonders. And 12 minutes gone. Salzburg in front, and Bebu's got the opener. Could be a very long day for Linz, as that ball was far too easy for me to find. They need to defend better than that. Bebu will be feeling there's goals in this game for him, and so will Azmoun as well. Koza, now Bebu. Bebu to Azmoun. Azmoun! Good save by Schmid, and I thought that would be 2-0 Salzburg. It's not, but it's not yet, is the key word I'll use, because it feels like a matter of time before we will find our second. The header away, not great, as Azmoun will keep us on it. Chance to strike here! Through a number of bodies, Schmid saves again. Another corner for Salzburg. 2 minutes to go of this first half, as that pass through to Azmoun. He's escaped the challenge, and he finds Bebu! And Bebu absolutely smashes the ball in. Salzburg have a second. Linz, I mean, you saw Schmid make a couple of saves, but ultimately they have been sat behind this ball and have not really looked to try and attack at all. When do you kind of come away from that and say, right, well, Salzburg have got a second now. Is this the moment we begin to look to play forwards? I know that's going to leave them more and more exposed at the back, which will potentially lead to more goals being scored. But for them, it's just relentless from Salzburg, essentially. Possession stats far in our favour. And Schmid made a number of good saves in that first half. You saw them. Slightly disappointing here from Salzburg is that the second half, we haven't really got out of second gear. We've kind of just controlled the play and not really looked to try and add to the scoreline. We don't need to. You know, goal difference is not an issue for us. But with the way the first half was going, it was all one-way traffic. I expected maybe to see us end up adding to the score, but it's not been that case. Final 2 minutes. Campbell, is this a moment for Linz to get one back? It would have been, but for Mantel, who has had little to do today, and that's the first moment he's really been called upon, and his clean sheet remains intact because of a brilliant save. Well, first half, Salzburg brilliant. Second half, slow. We didn't need to be great. Would have just been nice for us to add to the scoreline. And without Mantel at the end, we would have not got a clean sheet there. Brilliant save. And this is the game where it all could get interesting in our Champions League group. Because if we lose to Club Brugge and Bayern beat Inter, we'll be sat on 6 points with Bayern and Club Brugge going into the final game of the group stages. And there is the team the boss has named for this one. No Sardar Azmoun, as Sahi partners Bebu up front. Skov Olsen for Club Brugge. There's a run down the right-hand side. Veltson, though, plays it inside. And somehow Veltson's in here. How? How is Vetlesen in? Club Brugge have just struck first. There'll be no offside flag to rescue Salzburg. And I need to see this back because I don't know how Vetlesen ended up being found completely unmarked. Fiore initially, I think, almost does the job, but then just doesn't clear the ball. Yes, we do appeal for offside, not given. And it will, of course, have been checked as well. So, I'm saying that, there's no VR in FIFA. But the goal will stand. Vetlesen will score. And after 6 minutes, Club Brugge are in front here in Austria. Capaldo finds me as we go out wide here towards Hume. And that goal caught us by surprise a little bit. Well, certainly caught me by surprise. So work to be done here to try and get back in this game. Hume with a very interesting ball inside towards the middle. as he looked for me. And now we're going to put the press on. Let's see if Club Brugge can play their way out of the press, which it looks like they've been able to do so far. I mean, it's a very long way to go there. And they're very patient here, Club Brugge. And to their credit, have been able to actually get out of that tricky situation. One back here, Bidstrup, Koza towards Sahi Dion, to me. One more here towards Bidstrup, who's in the area now then. Can he find the cut back? Bidstrup. Nope. Lena concedes the corner though. And this is the moment, my friends, for a Salzburg equaliser. Delivery's got to be right though. It's there. Bebu wins the first header. Diop gets to the second for them, which is then picked up by me. Now Fiore, the man who arguably made the mistake to allow Club Brugge the lead here. Pavlovic, Bidstrup, nicely done. That ball towards me. We cut the ball back here to Sahi Dion. Mignolet saves. Rebound across. I'm offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway, as I tried to pull the ball back across goal. Vetlesen, the goal scorer for Club Brugge, is down the left-hand side here. Ball back in. Boucher will mop it up for Salzburg. Now Fiore, forward to Bebu. Bebu to Sahi Dion. Sahi Dion has myself ahead of him, and we've now got the pass to Capaldo. Capaldo, one more to Hume. Hume takes the touch into space here. Can he get the cross in the box though? Hume will deliver as it goes towards myself. We won the ball to Bebu. Bebu gets me it back! And I've missed the target. I've missed the target. Sometimes these finesse shots wind me up. I mean, it's not a bad effort. It's just don't put enough whip on it, and it's not in the corner. Bidstrup, ball forwards. We've won the header, and Sahi Dion might just reach that. He's unable to. The ball back towards Mignolet, though. It's sent forward, and he's picked out Vetlesen wonderfully. Now Buchanan. Buchanan can only find the feet of Boucher, though. It's going to be half-time here. Club Brugge are in front of the break, and Salzburg, stunned by that 6-minute sucker punch, have it all to do in the second half. Here's Capaldo into my feet. We take it on the turn. Nice spin as well here, and the run being made down the left-hand side from Bidstrup. Bidstrup into the area of Club Brugge. Still got it. Bidstrup finds me. We go one more. Sahi Dion falls for Bebu. Mignolet's pulled off an outstanding save. Oh, he came out so quickly to meet Bebu. And everyone in the stadium thought that was going in. But there could be a moment where this could get worse. And that moment is now, because Club Brugge have got a second. When we were so close to getting back in the game. Mignolet pulls off an outstanding save. And then, up the other end, Club Brugge, because Salzburg are, I don't want to say in panic mode, but certainly trying to be a bit more urgent with the way they play, gave away the ball, and Vetlesen has got a second. Final 2 minutes. We're trying to go down the right-hand side, but we need some runs in front of us here from Bebu and Azmoun, which didn't really come straight away. Here's Capaldo. Now Bebu. He's got Azmoun to his left. Sado Azmoun won't get to the loose ball, and that is going to be that. I'll firstly apologise, my friends, because we've been beaten here by Club Brugge by 2-0. I had a great chance earlier on in the game, which I put wide. And then we saw that moment where Mignolet comes up with a clutch save at 1-0. But Club Brugge take the victory, and I'm trying to figure out what that means for our group now, heading into the final game in which we take on Bayern. League-wise, no problem. We're 14 points clear at the top. But it's the Champions League where we are now beginning to wonder, what does that mean? Well, a draw between Bayern and Inter means that heading into the final group stage match, if we beat Bayern Munich, we are into the knockout rounds, provided Club Brugge do not beat Inter Milan. If Club Brugge beat Inter on the final day, we cannot get into the knockout rounds due to their head-to-head record against us, because we beat them 2-1, they beat us 2-0. And I think that that is how it's decided if teams are on the same points in terms of the head-to-head record going down to goal difference. So, that all means that we have to get a result against Bayern and hope that Inter beat Club Brugge, essentially. A draw against Bayern, Club Brugge lose, it's enough for us to get into the knockout rounds. But I wouldn't really be too disheartened dropping into the Europa League either. As for the Austrian Bundesliga, we are 6 games away from the league splitting into the Championship group and the relegation group. And then we'll see if we are able to secure the title pretty much then, because we are so far ahead now that I just don't see how we would go on to lose a title from this point. And it will, of course, be our first trophy as a player. Still working through the objectives, trying to get those sliding tackles done, which are proving difficult, as you'd expect. 5 out of 30, I'm not quite sure we'll be able to complete them. And it does mean that at the end of the season, we won't get to renew our contract with Salzburg if that's the case. So we'll have to move on no matter what. I'm already on the lowest amount of weekly wage. I did try and change that to see if it would change my objectives. It hasn't, so we'll just have to see what happens at the end of the season. For now, though, my friends, a massive thank you for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, a like would be greatly appreciated. I'm not sure when you'll be getting this video. There may have been a double upload day today with this and a Leeds United career mode episode out. So if you haven't yet seen that, go and check it out on the channel. But until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll catch you all back here, hopefully tomorrow, with more My Player action. Until then, adios!